of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington Redskins and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They just get the play off. Now Brissett caught left side, Williams. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. A first down carry by Elliott. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing, Brissett. And Adams has it, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Give him 30 yards there.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Now back to the ground with Elliott. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 11 more on that one and another first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, You go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Come on, let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38! Ohio!
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
On second down, Elliott. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is 3rd down.
Flex round! Flex round!
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. Spins past him. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I'd go right at them with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop them on 3rd down.
Now Elliott. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. One man in the backfield, that's Elliott on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately...
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ezekiel Elliott, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back live, Charles Davis to my right. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Redskin football. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. Again to Henry. Fights him off. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's what can happen with these big running backs. Sometimes you get them slowed up. It's tough for them to get going again. You know, it's more of a boom, boom type of a runner.
Got cleared past one, but then everybody else rallied. Dalton throwing on 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity to just went awry there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. And he's got Moncrief. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Here you go, 368.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And complete to Moncrief over the middle. Touchdown, Washington. Dante Moncrief, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Redskins are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Extra point put through by Boswell. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, but the whole month of December is still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Flex round! Flex round!
The give is to Elliott. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Right back to him on first down. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. And Marquell Lee with a stop defensively.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
A second down throw for Brissett. He's going to let this one go deep. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Marquise Goodwin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs are able to strike for 6. McManus's point after is good. And that makes the score 14-7. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, second down.
What a great play and tackle. As a strong safety, you know what you're taught? That you are a hybrid player. You've got to be able to play the pass back deep, but especially to run up close, almost like a linebacker. And on that play, he took care of every responsibility.
Second down, Dalton. Eluding the pressure right. Going deep from up. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he'll actually lose 6 yards on the return. But I don't think they care. They've got the football back.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. A give to Elliott. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Yeah, 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. The Bucs on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time they face a 3rd and 2. To throw is Brissett. Drops it underneath to Elliott. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tackle made that time by Vita Vea.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Let's go. White 90. White 90.
Brissett now on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there. And in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Bucs on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. To throw, Brissett. And this is going to be incomplete. Brian Poole that time there to get a hand on it.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Back deep, Tariq Cohen. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. First and 10 for Dalton. That is caught by Cohen. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
A first down throw coming for Dalton. He's going to look deep down the field. Looking for Moncrief, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Final 17 seconds of the half here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Elliott. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. And the Redskins scoop it. And it'll be 1st and goal at the 7-yard line. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Flex round! Flex round! Come on, let's go! White 90! White 90! Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round! Punch!
2nd down, Brissett. Looking deep for Adams. And this one is incomplete. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, it's Drake. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Now a former New Mexico Lobo, it's Jarrell Presley. And he stopped immediately there. Kyle Fuller, the one to make the tackle. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score.
Touchdown, Washington! Dante Moncrief with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Redskins are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half.
Flex round! Flex round! Come on, let's go! White 90! White 90! Ohio! Ohio! Punch!
Brissett to throw on 1st. Deep ball for Goodwin. That's caught inside the 20. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Marquise Goodwin with his second touchdown of the game, fourth of the year. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is up to 8. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here.
Go, on the ball! On the ball!
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Here you go, 368!
From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. It's caught by Mike Evans. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A first down carry for Henry. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Third down, a shot here for Dalton. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Flex round! Flex round! Come on, let's go!
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Brissett sets to throw it. He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Flex round! Flex round!
On 1st and 10, Brissett. That one complete to Elliott. Finding room to the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead.
And that's another route that defenders would vote to take out of the game.
The wheel route?
Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they zip out on the sideline, you've got a problem on your hands.
Yeah, well, the defenders hate it there. It happened, and it resulted in a touchdown. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Redskins. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Well, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Play fake. Here's Dalton. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Let's go! Brand 38! Brand 38!
1st down, Brissett. That's going to be caught. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Marquise Goodwin, 33 yards. And the interception by the Bucs D leads to a touchdown. McManus's point after is good. Back now in Tampa. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Now McManus on to kick this one off. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They begin with Henry, and he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
It's 2nd down. Dalton looking. Forced out to his left. And it's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Dalton here from the gun. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The Redskins go for it, but it doesn't pan out. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll pitch it out to Elliott. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Here's Brissett. That is caught inside the 5. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Mike Gesicki, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Now McManus on to kick this one off. Fielded about a yard deep. Now a hit and a loose football. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now a handoff to Henry. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10. After the penalty, it's Henry. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. Derrick Henry. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's taken down at the 27. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, This intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. On first down, Drake. And he powers his way up past the 30. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. And now to the air. Dalton under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. From the gun, Dalton. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. So out come the Bucs now. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with a lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying.
He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. DeMario Davis not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12.
Here we go. What?
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. It's Williams on the catch. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
A lot of receivers see the drag route as a risk-reward type of a play. The risk, going into the middle of the field where there's some big people who want to hit you. But the reward is oftentimes you get lost in coverage, running a little bit underneath. And when you catch it just right, as we just saw there, the end result can be a big, big play.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
A 20th carry here for Elliott. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. Again, it's Elliott. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. I know there may be temptation to go for it here in overtime, but you have to punt the football.
I like how emphatic you are about it because I know the tendency is, as a player, let's go get this thing. You're actually telling your coach, come on, coach, we can get it. We have that play call. And the head coach has to remember, that play call likely isn't there. Punt the ball away. Punt it away. Be smart.
Trust your defense.
Trust them.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Bucs are winners here as we say so long from Tampa.
Hey, I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights I